It's time for Stream It or Skip It. What's up, good people? Welcome back to the Parker's Couch. My name is Cameron Parker. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell. We are going to the world of Tubi today, baby. Now, don't sleep on Tubi because sometimes they drop a budget. All right. And today we're going to talk about Adopted. And this is one of the films I felt like, look wise, Tubi dropped a little more budget on. It's about a couple's hopes of adopting the perfect child, and that unravels as their new son reveals a dark side, bringing terror into their lives. Now, this film is written and directed by Chris Stokes, and it's also written by Marcus Houston. Now, the film stars Real Housewives of Atlanta, Drew Sidora as Carrie, the mother. Jaden Aguirre plays the child, Dylan, and Daniel J. Johnson rounds out the family playing the father as James. Now, Marcus Houston is also within it, playing one of the lead detectives as well in the film. And he has a part in the beginning and then comes back in towards the end. The family adopts a daughter as well, Stacy, and that's played by Livy Nichelle. And I felt like her and Jaden, I was like, man, y'all could be brother and sister in real life. So they did a good job with that casting, I would say. If you want a lesson in overacting, look no further than Miss Drew Sidor. From the first words that came out of her mouth, it was a lot. I was like, okay, baby, we are going all in. Now, she told y'all that she's been busy filming multiple films, as she told you this year on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she said she filmed like 3 films or something over the past year or something of that nature. And I guess this was one of them. Or maybe she got busy after filming those films she was talking about while filming. Who knows? But the girl was apparently busy and she was in this one here in Adopted. But from that first line, it was given telenovela. The script is quite dramatic, as you would expect. It's almost Tyler Perry-ish in a sense. I was like, did Tyler Perry write this instead of Marcus Houston and Chris Stoke? But it's a Tubi film. You kind of expect some of those things, and it is predictable to a point. I will say, while predictable of what might happen, things don't always didn't quite happen maybe when you thought it was going to happen at points, or it escalated hella quick to levels that you didn't think it was going to escalate to when they did take place. Now, it takes a little bit for the killing to start and stuff. You see things of in flashbacks and stuff that are happening, but for the current kills of what's going on, it takes a little bit for that to get going. But when Jaden gets going, he makes the film. The little kid, to me, he made the film playing the Dylan role. Some of the lines they give this boy, they are just a hoot. When the sister arrives, mom and dad was doing a little bit too much. They were doing a lot, quite honestly. And at the dinner table, he lets them know, honey, because he was getting jealous of what's happening. He's like, "What about me? I'm no longer the favorite kid, and all these things since this little girl has come in." Just take a look at a quick little look at this dinner scene.
You know what? I'm not hungry anymore, and this chicken looks dry.
Whew, this scene alone is enough to watch the movie if you want to. He has another line where he's like, I'm not saying shit for something I didn't do. This boy gets revenge, and about 80% of it was justified, in my opinion. Now, the boy is adopted blondly, and the aunt, or at least you think is Drew's sister, but in To Be fashion, the script goes from Aunt Carrie to Mrs. Carrie within the same dialogue between her and her maybe niece. So you're kind of confused a little bit there. But Drew's sister, I think it is, investigates a little bit into it because she's like, this is crazy that you didn't look into anything in this boy, but she drops it pretty quick after everything kind of checks out for her. But her daughter is suspicious with good reason and finds out some more tea, and you best believe she tries to drop it. And as soon as she tries to drop it, little Dylan is right there to wreak havoc. And havoc he did wreck. I will let you, if you choose to watch it, see what happened there. What I hated the most about this film was the music. I wanted to tell them that you don't have to overlay music on every scene. And the choices were so dramatic and distracting at times, it was kind of hard to pay attention to it. It was very soap opera-ish, and I feel like they even played more music than a soap opera-ish, than a soap opera. The ending scene is also a lot, and it's a very abrupt ending of what happens. I'm just gonna say you're gonna be gagged like WTF, what is going on? And it leaves you kind of this weird kind of moment and how it just ends. It's very strange. But this is a fun movie with a group to kick back and laugh. If you just want to laugh at what's going on, and sometimes you're like, am I laughing because this is so bad? Or am I laughing because this is actually funny? Or am I laughing, why that could be examined why you are laughing. So this makes my decision a little difficult here for my final verdict. I'm gonna say you can skip it, but if you are a lover of bad movies and want to have some laughs, it's definitely worth the stream. As always, if you've seen it, let me know what you think about this film. Let me know in the chat. And if you would recommend people to stream it or skip it, because you might not agree with my final assessment.